Today's review is on the Dino Ranger figures from the Power Rangers RPM toy line. These three figures do not appear in the Japanese counterpart Go Ranger. If they will appear in the American one, I will not question that here. I will just talk about the toys. So each of these toys are based after the last three Zords that come in the series: Mammoth, T-Rex, Triceratops, which make up the Paleo Max Megazord. So each of these come with a little villain figure, a nitro blaster in gun and sword mode, their own unique weapon for each of them, a little small cast of their Zords that they're based off of, and interestingly enough, a phone holder, which maybe these guys' morphers would have been based on the Core 3, so Shell Shift Morpher. Okay, besides that, design-wise, from what I can guess, the suits are different from the other two. I assume they are based off a train conductor's vest. They have the little collar here that's painted all around. The common thing between all three of these, I'll just talk about that. The collar goes all the way around, black belt. They have this interesting back piece here that's on them but not on the other ones. On their forearms, they have little detailings of train wheels there, and more noticeably gold ones on their boots. Articulation wise, for all three of them, the collar limits their head movement so they can only say no. The hands, 360 around, goes out, bends at the elbows, turns at the wrist, forearm. The legs can move all around, and bend at the knee, turn at the boot. Alright, so let's talk about each of these three guys. Before I start on the figures, I just want to address something about their weapons, the Nitro Blaster particularly. All the plastics that come with these figures are made in a darker plastic than from the original wave, at least from the 5 I got at the beginning of this line. And also, they have been shrunken down from the original. So, especially for the sword mode, it doesn't hold well in either of their hands, loose. The original holds just fine, which makes me question the resizing. The gun is smaller, but it holds fine. The darker plastic kind of brings out a little more in these figures than the light gray, in my opinion. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about the figure. Okay, we're going to start with the last guy first, the Triceratops Ranger. You can see here he's in a bright blue, reminiscent to his Zord. Alright, noticeably the horns on his head stick really far out than the other two. Makes you like he can headbutt into somebody and do some real damage to them. Alright, and he has a red lining around. He has a little indentation of a black train wheel on his head, side of his helmet. See? The figures that they comes with. Stan. Okay. He comes with a little grinder figure. A small version, the cast of his Zord he's based off, their Triceratops. And his weapon. It's what I believe to be a two-handed trident. You can see. And he just holds it in two hands and just jams into whatever. Possibly my favorite out of these guys' three weapons. And I forgot to mention they do come with stickers. The sticker that comes with this guy is RPM Guardian Rangers with green and black on it. Alright. So that's about it for this guy. Let's move on to the other two. Okay, this is the T-Rex Ranger. Compared to the other three, he's somewhat dull, in my opinion. You know, he's a plain gray. And aside from these flaps above his eyes, there's nothing sticking out of his head. Though there's nice little teeth indents here. You turn aside, there is a little gold circling his black wheel on his helmet. Okay, the figures that he comes with is a little grinder figure, again, different one. A little silver cast for his Zord. Sticker he comes with is the RPM Performance Rangers with red and yellow on it. And his unique weapon, these two blasters. They actually look pretty nifty on him, sort of loose, but yeah, they hold on pretty well. Otherwise, he's pretty much the same as Blue, with the red lining and such, number 11. Alright, so that's enough for this guy. Let's move on. And here is the Mammoth Ranger figure. Now, compared to the other two, he has two noticeable differences on his suit. The lining here is silver instead of red, I guess because he's already red. And the wheel on the side of his helmet is gold instead of black. So you can clearly see the train wheel in there. And yeah, he has a little tusk up here, trunk up here, and his little tusk on the side. Alright, so the accessory it comes with. Sticker it comes with is RPM Red and Blue Ranger. A little red cast version of his Zord. And interesting enough, his villain figure is someone that has not appeared in RPM. This, according to what I've seen, is a small version of Kekaleshia, the female villain from Go Onger, the Sentai counterpart. Interesting that she made it into the American toy line. And his little weapon. Now this, you can question what it is. It's really a blaster because there's no little piston out here. So you can hold his hand. I'm guessing it might be a boomerang of some sort. Still holding his hand flimsy because of the handle size. Alright, let's get you on there. He's seen hold it similar like that. Stand. Alright, so that's enough of the three figures. Let's get on to their weapon formation. Okay, this time Batman America decided to go a little unique with the weapons combination with the original one. Alright, so for these three weapons to combine, you take the blasters, there's a little hole on one of the bottoms, and you clip it to this facing outward, with the handle facing outward. Like so. And then you put the weapon, this little tab right here, you just slide it there. And you have this weird looking vortex weapon, I'm just going to call it. Alright, so that's about it. I don't know how it's used, it just shoots out. It's very interesting, it's an interesting combination. Now, interesting enough is that it also combines with the RPM Enforcer, the combination of the 5 Rangers weapons. So, what you do here, there's a tab right here, is going to be two spots here, here and here, for the handle here, and this piece. Just clip it there. And just about there. And you're supposed to put the handle right in there. Now this sort of I question how this is used, because since this thing's already slanted on the bottom already, it's supposed to go like that. It means that the enforcer, if set up like this, is supposed to go downward, like so. So I don't know how they're supposed to hold it. You can adjust this part up a little higher so it looks more like even, like so. This little side view. It's very interesting. It looks good, like for a stand for this to be shown. And mine's, like I said, the plastic is more noticeably grayer than this one. That's how I first noticed it. So yeah, this is the RPM Super Enforcer. I don't know, you can call it whatever you want. Alright, so if you've already collected the first 5 Rangers and the 3 Dino Rangers, you get all these little figures, which according to instructions you set up in this way. So you can just take any of your engines, take this suitcase that came with the Yellow Ranger figure, and just shoot them. Like so. So yeah, you can just start shooting them. Set up in any way you want. I didn't notice that at the top of their heads they have these little flat platforms for the figures to stand on, so you can stack them any way you want. So yeah, that's it for these figures. And this concludes the review for the Power Rangers RPM Dino Ranger figures. Thanks for watching this, and have a good day.